Yo, what's up guys? Have not done a vlog in a very long time. I'm actually today about to be flying out to Germany for Hyrec Tech, one of the startups I'm working on. And I'm gonna try to get as much content as I can during the trip. Today is Thursday. As you can see right here, I'm not sure if you can see this. It is like 11:16 a.m. right now. I'm gonna be flying out at 7:30. So right now I'm basically about to get some food, prep up some food to eat real good. And then I have a lot of work I still gotta do. I have to finish at least 30 goals today for my daily goals. And then we're about to go kill it, okay? Enjoy the journey. Got some food right here, some good Kenyan food. Got some chapati. Look here, guys, if you're flying out, okay, if you are flying out or you're getting on a plane, a public transport, do not eat beans. I love beans, but this is why they don't serve beans in the flight. You're going to be gassing it up there, man. So yeah, we're going to eat healthy and stay strong. Right now, currently packing stuff. So, you know, of course, packing our Hyrec box and stuff like that. I'm currently doing some things here, trying to format a few things here. And then, of course, for the suitcase, we are running with this little tiny thing. Nice, lightweight, very easy. Not trying to carry a lot of things, so it's not like a fashion event. So yeah, basically getting packed up and ready to go. Time to go, time to go. So now it's officially time to head to the airport, and then we're about to now get ready to fly to Berlin. It's about 4 o'clock right now, 4:30 right now. Takeoff is 7:30, but usually international flights, you're gonna make sure to get there at least 2 hours early. That's the rule, right? You don't wanna get left behind. So yeah, let's get ready for this trip. So we basically just arrived in Berlin. So basically, quick summary is the flight that we took. Usually international flights usually include food and stuff like that, but they did not include food in service. So we were very hungry basically I've not eaten a full meal in 24 hours, but we just got in Berlin. This is basically where we're gonna be staying. It's in a Buddhist place, which is pretty cool. And then there is Mr. Okari, who's joining on the trip. So now we're just kind of trying to rest up and then go find some food to eat. What's up guys, as you can see I'm back. So sorry to interrupt the vlog here. I'm basically going to be doing a little bit of interruption narration because I didn't do a wonderful job vlogging during this whole period, because guess what, I gotta get used to vlog, kind of like how I'm used to talking to myself in a basement right now. I have to get used to talking to myself in public while I'm walking everywhere like a crazy person. So I'm sorry, I apologize, but I will get better at vlogging. But basically, to not waste your time on this, I'm actually currently editing the vlog, if you can see it right here. So what happened was, like, basically this cut right here is we went to an Argentinian restaurant, which was kind of close by to where we were staying, and no one spoke English, zero English. So we had to find a way to basically, like, the entire time we were ordering food, the entire time we were there at the restaurant for about an hour, we didn't speak any communication with the actual chef or restaurant owner. We basically just kind of like was saying like, oh, you want that? Like, there was no English, but the food was amazing and incredible, okay? So anyway, besides that, here on the first day of like the vlog in Germany, I basically landed there at landed at home, landed at the airport, and we went straight to the place we were staying, and I basically just started working. I actually ended up working more than I normally did because of the time zone difference, right? Because I ended up basically clocking in at the time frame which I was supposed to work on. It's kind of confusing, but basically I went straight into hustle mode. I didn't even take a nap or even a break because I have got to hustle. So that's what you're about to see me here do next. I'm basically about to just be clocking and hustling. But anyway, thanks for watching. I have some awesome gems at the end of the vlog. Me narrating a week ago when I was there. So of course this is me. I'm already back home. So, but yeah, keep watching the vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to do more vlogs because I feel like I need to do more of that. Show more of the journey and less of just lessons, because you can be able to learn as well throughout the journey as well. All right, thanks for watching. Keep watching. What's up, guys? So basically, winding down on the day here, there wasn't a whole lot that happened today. Basically, we arrived in Berlin, as you saw. Maybe it was about 1, I'm not sure, I don't quite remember. But basically got here and then immediately started doing work because in general, where the time zone I came from was 6 a.m., which is usually the time I usually kind of pay out the different people who work for me. So their weekly payouts are sent out and then stuff like that, and also kind of checking to see how everything is working. So there wasn't a whole lot of content as far as for the things that we came here for the conference, but I do have a couple of tips that I definitely was able to reflect back on, and that's usually mostly on how can you be able to make sure your business is still running the way you want it to run when you are able to travel or able to do other different things. Now, the first thing I have to say is probably in the first year you won't be able to do that, but also it does depend on the kind of business it is. Now, if it's an internet company, you can be able to, of course, have more leverage. But if the company I'm talking about is in the financial market, when I started it off, I was actually not getting a whole lot of sleep, and I was mostly doing all the work. I was doing basically all the different 10 tasks, all the different 10 people are doing right now. I was doing everything myself, which is a lot of work. But here's the cool thing that I was able to kind of learn over time is you want to be able to slowly start hiring people to start doing different tasks. And the best thing you want to do is not provide them the top loaded tasks. You want to be able to provide them low risk type of tasks. So something that you know that if they mess up on, it's not going to hurt your business significantly. And then from there, you're going to be able to start hiring other people who can be able to train into positions that you can trust them to be able to manage for. So for me, for example, when I was able to travel during this time period, I wasn't really too stressed about what was happening. Because even matter of fact, I can even go 2 weeks without talking to any of the employees and they can still keep doing what they're doing. The only time they message me is if something is going wrong. And that's usually maybe once a month, or like somebody's like, hey, I can't make it to this, kind of schedule. And the really cool thing was actually 2 weeks ago, one of my friends who usually works for me, he ended up having an emergency. He didn't show up the time he was supposed to work, but there's another person who's kind of the manager, and he was able to kind of oversee that and able to stay overtime, and he was able to handle everything until I got up in the morning and be able to see what was going on. So that's kind of the tip I have for you guys for your today on this video, kind of since we didn't really do a lot of content today, since I was kind of mostly working throughout the entire period. So the best thing you want to do is, if you're working on a side hustle or even if it's your main hustle, you want to be able to slowly start hiring other people to do different tasks for you. Now, here's the other thing. If I fire everybody, I can definitely make way more money. I can be able to get more profits, but it's not going to be efficient. You're probably not even going to enjoy doing it. You want to be able to just leverage and hire more people. And this is kind of what my dad also kind of, taught me a little bit when I was talking to him is during the hiring phase, when you're hiring new people, it's definitely going to be way more expensive. And I remember when that period came in, it was a lot of expenses. But over at least a couple of months later, you'll be able to scale more, and those expenses are paying those employees. You'll be able to kind of get in more profits and then be able to cover for those people. And then what ends up happening is you actually end up start kind of looking, how can you be able to hire more people? It's really good if your company is hiring more people and it's going profitably. But this is the next big thing you want to be able to do. Kind of the whole topic here is kind of like if you're traveling or going out of town, or if you're not able to kind of oversee things day to day. So before, I used to see things day to day like 24/7. Like I used to actually get up in the middle of the night to make sure everything is working, because it was in the financial market. I had to make sure I was there for the London sessions. It was a lot of work, but now it's gone to the point where I'm only checking in maybe once 1 hour a day. I usually do like 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at the end of the day. And sometimes, like for example, on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, Saturdays and Sundays, I usually don't check anything. I usually kind of clock off, and then Sundays I kind of check to see and make sure everything's going all right. So that's basically a couple of tips I have for you guys there. It's not really too much in detailed video, as we kind of had a crazy day here. We tried to go eat, and basically everything was closed here in Germany, as in we Google Maps tells us like, go find a spot, then finding it's closed, going to another place, it's closed. We try to do food delivery, and basically they deliver by bikes around here. I'm not sure if that's the common way of doing it, but basically it was 40 minutes, 50 minutes away. We're putting our order process in, and then at one point it says, oh, we don't take credit cards at this time. And another one is basically closed. So basically no food for dinner tonight, but that's all good. Other than that, definitely enjoying it so far. And yeah, so just make sure if you're building a business, don't think about netting your cash in right now. Think about how can you be able to make your time more efficient, because now what I focus on is not the day-to-day operations. I focus on the bigger picture. I focus on how can we be able to stabilize the company better, how can we be able to keep pushing things forward. And of course, it does take you to have more responsibility, because you always have to make sure that you can be able to pay your employees every week, which is a lot of pressure because you're no longer just about yourself. It's you trying to make sure other people who are depending on you to pay them. But the cool thing is the more value you give to people, they'll be able to help you out more. And here's the big thing. Make sure you're paying your employees very well. Even if you're hiring or outsourcing them, make sure you're paying them 4 times what they can get paid in those areas, because they'll end up going the extra mile and making sure everything is running well. And I've definitely seen that in the last couple of weeks when we had a couple of emergencies or hiccups. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching the video. Tomorrow hopefully we'll be able to have more content. Definitely trying to practice better on vlogging, but hopefully that tip was able to help you out in different things here and there. Talk more tomorrow.